got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me.
You're so deep in my heart, you're really a part of me.
I've got you
Yes, I do.
under my skin.
I've tried so not to give
Hello
in.
and welcome to my channel and another video in my Pixus 6K Cinema Camera series. Today I'll be testing out the footprint of this camera and see how small I can make my setup and how fast I can work with a manual cinema camera on my own. No autofocus, no auto iris, no help. Just a camera, a lens, a microphone and me. Furthermore, I want to shoot with all natural light and just the overhead lighting on set, as I will be shooting indoors in a tool shed. My goal is to see how long the battery will last, how the camera will perform in different lower light settings, and see if this setup is up for the task if this were a corporate client shoot in the same circumstances. So as you can see, I have it kitted out with the Canon CNE 35mm lens, and I have the Pixus monitor on top and a Rode NG 3 going into the camera. So that is basically all the power draw that I will be using throughout my little video. I'm going to fix a machine, or I'm going to try to fix one of my machines on the farm that broke down. Now obviously I have to shoot myself. Or stage myself, so okay, so just trying to judge what my white balance should be. I have sunlight on the outside at 5600. I have overhead lights here at 3200, so probably 4400. That should be, the middle ground, and it looks fine here on screen. I mean, that's the power of RAW. You can go in and you can adjust the white balance if you mess it up, but I like to try and get as close as I can in camera. It's better to fix it on location than in post. It's pretty cold outside today, so I have had to change a bit of clothes and a bit of the weather, so you will have to excuse my voice, but I'm now down to a battery and a half. The camera is rather power hungry, but the images on my screen looks absolutely wonderful. It will be fun and interesting to see when I get back in my studio and upload them and color grade them and see what the images actually look like, because I mean that's obviously what this is all about. But it's also a very interesting test to see how small a footprint I can get away with trying to make as small impact as possible when I'm out doing these kind of shoots, these kind of jobs. Right now I'm doing a stand-up on my camera and talking into the Sennheiser 416. I have no idea how the sound sounds. I'm about 1.5 meters from my camera, talking directly to the microphone. So it'll be interesting to see if the camera will also work in this regard. But for now, let's just get into it and see if I can get this machine up and running again, because it's driving me crazy not having a machine that's not working. Down to a whopping 19% just for shooting me trying to take off the battery, put some acid in a new battery, try to do some B-roll and all that kind of stuff, and now I'm down to from 78% to 18%. So okay, so now I have the battery attached, everything should be good and set to go. I'll just find my ATV, hook it on and see if I can fire it up, but I need to work fast because this camera just keeps chugging and chugging on those batteries. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I've run through 3 batteries soon. Luckily this isn't a paid shooter. I would have been in a bit of a trouble. But anyway, let's see if we can fire up the machine and if we can finally get it started. I'm curious to see what happens. Before leaving this little video, I wanted to talk about what my experience working with this camera was like. It's certainly held up in this kind of environment. It is very easy to work with and very easy to navigate around your settings and such using the Pixus monitor that I have on top of my camera. And I didn't have to dive deep into the menus because everything is nicely set up and controllable via this screen. The images, they are absolutely wonderful, and working with the B-roll files in post is just an absolute joy because they really play well with Resolve. I was also very pleasantly surprised to see how the camera worked in lower light conditions, such as the condition I was working in. And I think the highest I ever went on the ISO was 1250. And I usually stayed around T2.8 and T4 on the lens. Now, mind you, this is a T1.5 lens, so there is a lot of light coming onto the sensor using this kind of glass and kind of combination. All the interior shots, they were done in Super 35 because the lens I'm using is not a very close-up lens. It doesn't have that kind of close-up range, so I needed to crop in on the sensor so to give you the feeling of being closer to the subject or the character's emotions within the scene. So there's a little trick that you can utilize on your productions as well. If you need to get closer, you can crop in on the sensor and you don't sacrifice the quality. I mean, although shooting in 4K is just absolutely wonderful to work with. So, are there things I didn't like and things I would like to have changed and done differently? Well, certainly the battery life one, that was a big drawback. Using the Sony BPU 35 battery, that was not a very good match. This is a 35 watt battery, and the camera and the Pixus, the combination you see here, it does draw a lot of power. So in the end, I had to switch over to using this. This is a Hawkwood's BP98UX battery. This has a 98 watts capacity, so you know it has a lot more juice. Now, mind you, I did have to stage, set up, manual focus, and shoot the whole scene myself, but that is how I usually work on these kind of shoots anyway. And I always like to have the camera running in case there are some golden nuggets to be found within my character's motions. So what did I learn from this experience that you can hopefully take away? Well, certainly on this shoot and this combination, I was using the battery was certainly a drawback, and so was also my pace of working. I find that I can work 3 times as fast on my Sony FX6, which is shooting me right now. It is very small, it is very light, and it's very fast to work with, and it has a great autofocus performance, nailing autofocus faster than I can actually manually focus my lens. And that's a real testament to the Sony FX6, but you have to keep in mind that this is a manual cinema camera, so there is no help, there is no autofocus, no auto iris, no help whatsoever. So everything you see coming off the sensor and off the camera, that is up to your skills as a shooting. The images from the Pixus though, well, I'll let you be the judge of that after having seen my video. Anyway, I do hope you did enjoy this little video and that it was well worth your time watching it. If it was, please consider giving it a thumbs up, perhaps even sharing it with your friends. And please also consider subscribing to my channel because there's a lot more content like this coming. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.